Rex here, welcome to the channel Rex Tactics. In today's video I'll be driving the 0957 1 Ultra 93 Blackpool North to Manchester Airport service. The service can be found on train Small 5 Manchester Airport commuter. This train will be operating a service between Manchester Piccadilly and Manchester Airport and is a Northern Trains 323 formed of 3 cars. Just a quick note before we start, this will be a collaboration video with Melbourne Train Guy, so say hello Melbourne Train Guy.
G'day everybody, I hope we're doing well today. Melbourne Train Guy here.
So if you do enjoy today's video, do give us a like and consider subscribing to both Melbourne Train Guy's channel and this channel. And also feel free to leave any suggestions for routes or trains you would like me to cover in future videos. So, are you ready, Melbourne Train Guy?
I'm ready whenever you are. Let's get going.
Let's get started. So, lovely to have you on the channel, Melbourne Train Guy. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for having me along.
No worries.
I hope you're doing well as well. I know you're coming to the tail end of a rather hot British summer at the minute.
Absolutely, yeah. It's about just after 4:30. Just making sure that everything's set right. GSMR registered. Awesome. Door key in. And I think we are pretty much good to go. So, have you ever driven a 323 in the snow before?
In the snow, I don't think that I've ever been that game. I have tried a little bit of a lightning storm, but my word, this is certainly looking beautiful in the snow.
It is as well. So for those of you who don't know, Manchester Airport Commuter is only a Gen 9 product, so you won't find it on Gen 8 consoles like PS4 and Xbox One, but it is worth the upgrade because we get Pendolinos and everything. It is immaculate.
Absolutely agree. I feel like I should give the obligatory Class 158 mention.
Oh, of course, yes, I did forget.
The 158s here as well.
So we got the region brakes on, making sure that is a thing. And we'll get the doors locked in just a moment. There we go.
How good does Manchester Piccadilly look?
It looks amazing. So, would you like to tell us a little bit more about your experiences with Manchester Airport Commuter then?
Well, they have been relatively great. I love this route. It's one of those routes where I don't think I've actually driven the Class 323 an awful lot. I spend most of my time driving the 158, not going to lie there, or the 150 or 153. Admittedly, I am a very big fan of the diesel multiple unit.
Yeah.
Performance-wise, it's spectacular. There was a little bit of a issue with some textures on release, but I'm sure you will also agree ATS got onto that really, really quickly.
I'm pretty sure they did a next day patch or something.
I know the time zones can be a little bit iffy because I am in Australia on the eastern coast, but I think it was almost with my time zone the night that it released, the same night it was patched. Like, it was crazy quick.
It didn't take them long.
No, and I mean, it's probably the best looking route in Train Sim World besides West Coast Mainline, Preston to Carlisle rather. It's a little bit of pantograph sparking there. Nice.
Yeah, definitely. So the stations we'll be stopping at today is Burnage, Gatley, Hell Green and Manchester Airport. So we're not stopping at them all today, but it's all right. Wouldn't you say, Melbourne Train Guy?
I would, and I think this is actually one of the services where you can do a cap change and take it back out to, I want to say, what's the name of the station on the other side of this route there, Rex?
Oh, Blackpool North. There was supposed to be Crewe, but they shortened it. This one isn't the one that you reverse out, if you get my meaning.
Ah, okay. I am mistaken then.
Yeah, Pendolino. 9-car service.
Very nice. Very nice. That would have been coming from Birmingham New Street, perhaps.
Perhaps Euston, maybe. Some do come from Birmingham,
Euston.
though. Just look at the map right now, we can check. That's a definite London Euston. Oh, hello, we got some freight.
Very nice. What wagons do we have there? They look like FKA wagons?
They do, yes. I'm not sure if they're the intermodal spines, because they kind of look very similar.
They do. I find the easiest way for me to tell as a little bit of a noob is where the wheels are on the bogies. The FKA has a little bit of covering over the wheel, where the FCA you can see the exposed wheel, yeah. I'm trying to find little clues and giveaways to see these things when I'm having them pass me at speed, because I have gotten the Mark 1s and 2s mixed up a few times. I am a bit embarrassed to say.
That's fine. I've mixed up Mark 1s, Mark 2s, and that's I've done as well. I think on stream as well.
Thankfully, pardon me if I can get my words out. Thankfully for me, it's usually in a pre-record. So I can, if it's been an error in a title or a thumbnail, I can quickly kind of get onto it. But I have more kind of avoided making comments. If I'm not sure what it could be, I just don't say.
Yeah, that's usually the best thing. So we're looking around...
I do very much... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we're looking around the Manchester area in the beautiful blanket of white snow. And it is, to my understanding, that Australia doesn't get snow, or it does in certain places.
It does in certain places. It's not a very widespread occurrence. In Victoria, which is where I live, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, and I know there are some resort places you can go to get snow, and if it gets cold enough, the Dandenongs will get some snow on them, but it's not very common, no. We do love our heat down here in Australia.
Whereas in the UK, snow is quite common in our winter months between October and February.
I don't know how you guys do it. Just the tiniest bit of cold and I am done for.
To be fair, it's all down to being born in the climate, I would say. Like, you lot are very used to something like 40, 45 degrees heat, whereas us UK lot, we'd melt in that.
Well, I think Train Simulator Driver actually made a comment to one of the Train Sim World employees on one of their streams about, they made an offhand comment about 22 being insanely hot. And I laughed a little bit myself, and then I saw TSD make a comment of, that's not very hot at all, my friend. I was like, yeah, it's not. In Melbourne, it kind of gets to maybe mid-30s is about the worst we kind of have to expect. Western Australia can get a bit hotter than that, though.
Of course, I would expect that. So we're now coming into a first station with Burnage. Coming relatively slowly, actually. That was my fault.
You still have relatively a lot of time on the timetable there.
Surprisingly, yes. Usually I'm like, oops.
Another thing. That's one thing I do like about the Manchester Airport commuter, is that the timetable is very forgiving.
Whereas with other routes out there, it's kind of like 30 seconds and you go, 30 seconds you go. And it's like, oh dear. Some even 15 seconds.
Oh, yes. Yeah, some of them, the doors barely open before you have to close them again, and I'm sitting here thinking, how do people get on? But then we could make the comment about Train Sim World and the AI being busy walking across the track, but we'll save that lol for another time.
You know what I would like to see in Train Sim World? NPCs running to a train. Well, not running to a train, but like running to get on the train.
Even if they just had NPCs running like up the ramps towards the platform, it would add that touch more realism, because come on, who hasn't seen their train pulling into the platform and thought, I can make that?
Yeah, and then realised they can't.
No, but not until you're practically on the platform.
Yeah, I wouldn't like them to be running on this part, more like, say, up the stairs and along the ramps and things like that.
Oh yeah, no, we don't run on platforms because that is
Yeah,
very unsafe, and we like to practice proper railway safety. And I don't mean that sarcastically.
you mean that properly, and I get that as well, because that's what I was
Properly,
meaning.
yes. No, it's one of those things where I don't work on the railways myself, and I don't have any intention of seeking out employment on the railways, but I still very much like to see people standing behind the yellow line, not crossing the tracks if it's not an authorized crossing point, not running
Yeah,
on the platform. I mean, we get, I do apologise, it's a little bit of a tangent, but we do get people in Australia, particularly in New South Wales,
yeah,
young kids who will ride on the outside of trains and record themselves doing so. And it's one of those things where it hurts my soul to see it because it's never worth it.
yeah. It's very dangerous.
Indeed, indeed. Proper
Now, a lot
railway
of people,
safety, folks.
yeah. Now, a lot of people might say to me, you got to take out the door key when you're driving along and then put it back in when you're at the station. I tend to like to just leave it in because I don't know the
I'm not
323
gonna
very well.
lie, I don't even use the door key because I've always assumed that was something the guard would do if there was a guard
Yeah,
in the train.
I think that is for guards' use, but I'm using it today, so.
No, well, one thing I will say as a massive positive to people like yourself, Rex, and
Yeah,
others who play realistically, I think is the word to use. I
yeah.
have picked up a few things myself, such as how to use brakes more effectively, how to accelerate more effectively. So things like seeing you use the door key there, uh, it's even if I don't know why, it's things like it's something I'll pick up.
Yeah.
Like the guard buzzer is the best one. I never used to use that at all, and then I
Oh,
saw
I've
everyone
not been
using the
using it.
guard buzzer, and I thought,
There you go.
to be fair, it is easier when you've got a keyboard plugged in.
It must be, yeah. Right,
I
we're going to
don't
be
like
doing
taking my
Manchester
eyes.
style stopping.
Oh yeah, we've got a bit of snow. Will we get a little bit of slide action?
A little bit of a trick there. Did you see it?
I did. You quickly pulled on the hill start to keep that brake step on. Nice. See what I mean? I'm learning. Take
Can
notes,
put in some
folks.
sander as well.
That's something that I did pick up using the sand to help slow you down.
Yeah.
I
Especially when
think it
you're
might
in
have been
conditions like this.
yes, yes. I think it might have been Dad Rail or maybe Richie Rail. I heard mention that you should also avoid using brake step 3 because you also want to have some braking in reserve just in case you need it.
Well, not only
Which
that,
is
you don't want
something.
people with, like, a full bacon butty having it thrown all over them.
Well, that's just a waste now. You need to eat it, not feed it to the floor.
Exactly. Exactly. And you can't have the train step braking 3 because that will definitely hurl it to the floor.
Oh, I can't imagine how many bacon butties I must have ruined with my terrible stopping. But unlike myself, that was a glorious stop, Rex.
Thanks. So, do you think I should take the thumbnail here?
That actually is a beautiful place to take the thumbnail.
Alright then, let's have a look, see what we got. Oh, oh, I do like that
Tree
little bit
sim
of
world,
treeing.
everybody.
Tree sim world indeed. I do like it to be kind of clear though. How's that?
That's nice.
It sure is. Wait for it to save. Come on. There we go. And then should we try maybe like the other side?
I personally like to get the length of the train in. I don't know why, but I love just seeing train.
So how's that?
And my word, I was just going to say my word, that northern livery looks gorgeous. I reckon that's spot on, Rex.
That is
We love
lovely.
northern, don't we?
Well, yeah, it's my local operator amongst other services.
I do quite like the Alenia, and the Azuma has grown on me. I used to really not like the Azuma.
I think the Airtour one was like a first love for me.
I love myself an HST. I know
We
they don't
did.
run on the they don't run anymore, but if I could have a time machine to go back to the glory days of the HST,
tell me I would.
Just leave me there
Yeah.
and forget about me, I'll be fine.
I would definitely do the same. Now I'm
really
using
loving Manchester in the snow.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off there, Rex.
No, it's okay. Manchester in the snow is actually quite nice. They don't prefer it in Manchester, actually, because it causes a lot of disruption, but I like it. Now, what you see me doing is I'm not actually pressing the button for the sander, even though there is one. I'm using a controller shortcut, so if you press down and square at the same time, you can get sander. Just don't press down before you press square, because you will cause the reverser to, turn off.
Just a quick note for anyone who might be on the Xbox flavor, that is X and the down on the D-pad. Sorry, A, B, X, Y. Yes, X on the down pad. X and down on the D-pad. Or if you're on the keyboard, that is the X key.
Wonderful. Thank you for the keyboard shortcuts there and the Xbox ones, because I had no idea which ones they were. Oh, there's an airplane, not an airport. I remember that one.
Well, if the airport's in the sky, I'd hate to see what it's going to be landing on.
Yeah, definitely. No, I was streaming once, and I was on.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was streaming once, and I was on Manchester Airport Commuter, and I looked at the plane, and I remember this because Overhype clipped it, and I said, "Oh, look, there's an airport." Then realised what I said, and then gone, "Oh no, that was an airplane, not an airport."
Oh no, but it had already been clipped.
Yeah, I didn't mind the clipping.
Overhyped is really quick.
I didn't mind the clipping, actually, because he did ask me if he could clip it, and I said yes.
Of course, they're very well-meaning. They're very well-meaning.
Definitely.
And polite, too.
And you should go check out his channel as well, Overhyped.
Yes, of course. Very great Train Sim World and City Transport Simulator bus content.
Oh, he does that as well. That's amazing. Oh, what do we have here?
Hello.
We have a 350 standing in for Trans-Pennine Express. Do you know that would actually be a 185?
Would it now?
Yes. 185s go between Manchester Airport and Redcar Central on some timetables.
Is that in the Trans-Pennine or is that in the Northern?
That's in the Trans-Pennine livery. Yeah, that's in the Trans-Pennine livery. The 185 looks amazing.
Yes, I can imagine. I mean, the Trans-Pennine livery looks really, really great on the 350 from the Creators Club.
Yeah.
I would also love to see it. I don't know, actually, Rex. Does Trans-Pennine use any of the 80 series trains?
Yes, they do. 802s.
802s, you say?
Yes, I do.
I reckon it would look pretty nice. I reckon it would look pretty nice on an 802.
They look fantastic. I have spotted a few near where I live.
Ooh. There are some abs. That's a really good stop. As we have an airport flying overhead. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
It's fine. I'm definitely keeping in the video. Don't worry.
I was saying before my little distraction there that Train Sim World, or rather I should say the United Kingdom, has some really nice looking train liveries. Props to whoever comes up with them, because you can get some really plain boring looking ones if you want. Cough cough,
yeah.
DB red. But I mean, the ScotRail livery, the Northern livery, I'm quite partial to the GWR livery myself. There's something about that green. But Northern ScotRail, the EMT livery is pretty fire too.
It is, yes. I like EMTs.
I did catch your Class 43 video that you recently put out for the Midland Mainline.
I did put that one out, you're right. I had to come back to Manchester Airport though. It's a good route.
See, I was It is a great route, and I don't know if you find something similar to this, Rex, or in fact, folks viewing at home, but I find it's very difficult to stop myself from playing one or two routes that I really, really enjoy
Mm,
when I'm looking to play Train Sim World. It's very hard to kind of force yourself to play uh, from the great pool of content that there is available. There's so much
yeah.
available.
But we do like
Coming
to
into
go on
Manchester
to
Airport, I see.
we do like to go on to some older routes. I was actually going to be thinking of doing West Cornwall Local today, but I thought, no.
The West Cornwall local it's a tough one.
Mm,
I don't mind the drive, but I have to really feel like driving the West Cornwall local. If you get what
yes.
I mean, like you have to feel like playing that route specifically.
Hmm.
See, for me, it's the Edinburgh to Glasgow. I don't know why, but every time I boot up Train Sim World, the Sprinter Express timetable is staring me right in the face, and oh my days, it's so good.
Hmm. I love the Sprinter timetable.
It's going to be great to see it come to the 5 Circle in Train Sim World 6.
Hmm.
I know Skyhook and Dovetail did say that the Sprinter timetable would be coming, so
It's
I know I'm
taking
certainly
time,
looking forward to it.
and I prefer them to take time actually, because if it can be as best as it can possibly be, nobody can complain.
Oh yes, I'm absolutely with you there. Good things take time, and we know that Skyhook, when given the freedom to take the time to do things, they do them well.
Yes, Skyhook has made fantastic stuff. I mean, look at East Midlands trains with the Midland Main Line, for example. That HST with the VP185 engine, oh, that is
Oh,
amazing.
it's glorious. It's so glorious. Yes, yes. I I like Skyhook games. I'm a big fan of the cargo line packs, so I am a little bit biased.
Of
Not
course.
everybody loves their sheds, but it is where I first got bitten by the 158 bug, and I see we have
Mm.
that is a 150 perhaps?
153. Can easily tell by
Ah, I was
the
close.
cramped up cab look, aka dog
Ah,
box. I
you
don't
know
know
what?
why
I
they call it
always
dog
get
box,
those
but
wrong.
oh well.
I always get it wrong. It's the
We do have a
153 coming
150 at the
out,
end.
and it's a yeah. It's it uncouples somewhere, does it? To
I'm not
go
too
off to
sure
two
on that.
separate places?
I'm not really too sure on that. I've not really done many of them myself.
Another excellent stop.
Indeed, thank
I
you.
have been taking notes. I have been taking notes, don't worry.
So, oh, hang on. There we go. We got a platinum.
Oh, marvelous.
4,801. Let's just return to free roam, and we'll just have a nice look around. So here we have 15283 on its way to Cladudno Junction. Apologies for the terrible pronunciations. I do like this. This is perfect. We need more departure boards like this.
Can I just say, because the Manchester Airport commuter, Alan Thompson Studios Simulation, I do forget which of the two it is, have done such a great job. The level of detail, they're not all this. I only just recently noticed that some of them are black and white, some of them are color.
Yeah.
Like, depending on where you are on the route or what branch you're on, there's like even one of the stations has got the old BR era station name plaques on it still.
Yeah, you're right, they do.
Like, such detail that ATS didn't have to go to.
But they did. So this one's going to
Oh my
Crewe,
days.
that one's going to Manchester, well, terminating at Manchester Airport, then going back to Blackpool North. Ours will most likely be going back to Blackpool North again. Let's have a look.
And
Yeah, definitely.
I think, what's that, a Landuno? I do like
Cladudno,
the
yeah.
yeah, I can't even
Neither.
attempt Welsh.
I'm only going by what I've heard.
I put in some study to get some of the names for the Swola Groningen
Yeah.
correct, but even now that very difficult to get my tongue to make the correct sounds. That sounded like a weird thing to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shutting
Alright,
down our
so
cab.
we
Lovely.
sure are. Got to do it properly. Keep the DRA on. Deregister GSMR as well, because it's no longer the same service. Now, normally you wouldn't isolate these panels, but it's train sim world, so we don't really, we don't mind.
No, and the train doesn't like it when you leave safety systems turned on at one end and then go down to the other end.
No, you're right. So, that's just a random square block there, isn't it, of snow?
Very random, actually.
I mean, I understand that bit because, like, you know, they've got panels there and everything like that, but this, very random.
Is there a, is it the same on the other side? Because it might be that there's a sticker or a texture
Oh, probably,
layer
yeah.
on top of that part of the door, and it's just not coded to, like, behave with snow the same way.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Another one.
Yeah, there's
oh, well.
probably, yeah.
Alright, so that was today's video on the Manchester Airport commuter. I sincerely do hope you enjoyed. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe with all notifications on to both Melbourne Train Guys channel and this channel. And leave a like. And would you like to say goodbye, Melbourne Train Guy?
Yes, thanks for having me. It has been an absolute pleasure to be along for the video today. I also hope everyone has enjoyed it, and please don't forget to subscribe definitely to Rex if you are not already, with that notification bell turned on. And maybe pop over to my channel and have a bit of a look.
Alright, thank you ever so much, Melbourne Train Guy, for being on this video. And I will see you all later. Bye now.
Bye now.